But we got to get in to some Final Fantasy tonight. Because it's going down. It's going down. We got 2 dungeons we're going through tonight. We're going to punch some mermaids in the water shrine. I don't think we're actually going to punch mermaids. But we're going to punch some water enemies. And then we're going to do the wind shrine, which is all kind of crazy. We're going to get all that done tonight. We're going to get all of that done tonight. And then on Thursday, all we're going to have is the final dungeon. But the final dungeon takes forever, chat. It takes forever. And it is significantly harder than like every other dungeon in the game. But we're level 25. We're cruising. We're not going to get messed up by any red dragons. Why am I saved outside a city? That's weird. That's just kind of weird that it put me right outside the city. Also, I realized when I was watching my VOD the other day that I keep the game way too loud. I keep the game way too loud, chat. I'm guessing, I'm thinking, you're now, you've got an awesome melt comp with your Ayaka. That's my guess. Oh man, I hate these things. The desert ones specifically suck. Arctic got you the Ayaka skin? That's awesome. That's awesome. Arctic out there being a top tier friend. Being a top tier friend. And now you can run around and live out your Stardew Valley dreams in Genshin, because you can have your little farmer aesthetic with your Ayaka skin. I feel like it was a bit of a farmer aesthetic. I could be way off base with that. Country Girl is probably better the better assessment. So last time we went and freed that fairy that was trapped in that caravan in the desert. And we got the Oxyale so we could breathe underwater. Get out of my face, bro. Look at this guy getting in my way. But yeah, we're going to be able to go underwater now and breathe underwater because we got that Oxyale. I just wanted to be in this town. That was the thing that I wanted. Okay, we're all healed up. Item-wise, I got potions. I got antidotes. I don't have a lot of money because I went and bought spells and stuff. But we're totally ready. Sephiroth is not in this game. Sephiroth is only in Final Fantasy VII. And spin-offs. And the Kingdom Hearts games. And the Final Fantasy fighting game. Which the PSP version is the better version.
A test of your reflexes!
A test of my reflexes. Do you remember that Vine? Do you remember that Vine where the guy walks into the kitchen and his family like jumps at him and he goes, I wasn't even worried about it. I wasn't even worried about it. I love that vine. I love that vine. I have the power of God and anime on my side. So Mio, did you know you're my strongest character in this game? Watch how much damage your monk does. Be prepared to just see big numbers. Oh, rolled real low initiative. 290. Not even thinking about it. Not even thinking about it. And it's gonna go higher. I'm gonna come out here with the bolt too. 509. Casual over 500. Not even thinking about it. Not even thinking about it. Myself, Blitz, at the most, I get like 300. 300. Mio out here hitting those 500s. The water shrine has some of my favorite music in this game. And I kind of want to turn it up just a little so y'all can hear the glorious music. Yeah, 536. Not even thinking about it. Not even thinking about it with that 536. I'm not going to say I'm over-leveled for this dungeon, though, because I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson. You think everything's fine, and that you're over-leveled for things, and then things start punching you, and spewing fire. Oh man, the normal shark ran away. Now I've just got to kill the white shark. That white shark didn't stand a chance. Now, one thing I remember about this dungeon specifically is... Excuse me. There is an item in this dungeon that I need to progress the story. And no one really ever tells you that it's down here. So I gotta make sure I get all the chests. I gotta... And, like, it's in, like, a random spot in the dungeon. Like, it's not even connected to everything else. Man, the battles are happening too often. I want to hear this awesome water shrine music. And these monsters keep getting up in my face about it. Nobody likes these sea snakes. These sea snakes need to get out of town. These snakes freak me out, chat. Because the way they swim, they move just like a regular snake on land. And, like, mentally, I understand why that would work to propel you in the water. But also, I have no clue. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's not how it works, is how I feel about it. Ow. Oh yeah, Mio came in and punched that shark right in the face. That's what it's all about. It's all about punching sharks in the face, chat. If you were unaware, now you are aware. It's all about punching sharks. Whoa, what do you mean the enemy gets to strike first? Don't they know that I am powerful? 669! Damn! Mio out here casually breaking into the 600s. Unstoppable. Unstoppable, my monk. Which is now no longer a monk. They're a master I think, is the upgraded class. Nuke 'em, spell. Nuke 'em. Man, I should have planned this better. Yeah, Mio's going to attack. I should have had Mio and Blitz attack the Prince in the back. I wasn't using my brain. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, a chest. 20 gil. This is the worst chest ever. Well, this isn't looking funky or fresh. I need to heal. One thing that's kind of crazy about the older Final Fantasies is your health doesn't really grow very proportionate to how much enemies deal in damage. Like, you'll get like 4 levels, and that'll boost your health by like maybe 40 points. But like, enemies go from dealing like 2 damage to dealing like 50. And it can wreck you pretty quick. You're not prepared. You're not prepared for when they start dealing 50 damage, chat. You're just not prepared for it. I don't know why you got to be not prepared in this voice. This is just a voice I do when you're not prepared. Do better. I guess I'm the one that's got to do better. Don't ask why I switch into different voices sometimes. I don't know why I do it. Oh man, there's not even a door down here. Not even a door down here. Yeetus, deletus, no! I've been deleted into the void, chat. I've been deleted into the void. Just kidding. I'm still here. Imagine had I did get deleted into the void, chat. What would I do with my life? Sea snakes, man. What did I say earlier? I said sea snakes sucked and no one liked them. And I stand by that statement. They're weird. I don't understand how they swim. And these ones keep biting me. Wow! That's my sad Mario noises. As he's like falling down a hole. Wow! I don't know if that's a good, if that's a mediocre Mario impression. That's just, those are my sad Mario noises. I have no clue where I am in this dungeon right now. I feel like I've done this dungeon a kajillion times, and I still get lost. I did the wrong attack. I don't know what attack I just did with spell. It wasn't Bolt 2. Ah. Nice. Bind. Paralyze a random enemy. That was the attack I needed in that moment. Man, I feel like games don't have as good battle music these days. I'm going to say it. Is it a controversial take? Absolutely. There's great music in video games these days. But I feel like in older video games, there was only like one battle song. So like it had to really go hard, you know? Like that battle song had to make people want to listen to it 100 times. And whoa, that guy hit hard. Get out of town, ghosts. Get out of town with that. Hopefully whatever's in this chest is good. Hopefully it was worth getting hit really hard. A light axe. A light axe. Ugh. Worst weapon ever. I mean, yeah, it's got the Dia 2 effect, but like, I don't know if that's worth anything. Okay, this time... Oh no! I'm out of Bolt 2. Oh. I can't believe this. This is actually the worst. I have to slaughter them one by one now. With my hands and my swords. I can't just electrocute them all to death. Gotta go the slow and painful route. Ba 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 ba. I totally got off beat right there. Ignore that. Ignore that. I got off beat, chat. It's not. I got off beat. I apologize. You're having to have the regular music. My offbeatness coming through. It was probably real painful on the ears for a moment. I would say it'll never happen again, but it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Snakes. Sea snakes, even. The worst. Man. I'm a little hopped up energy-wise today, chat. I'm a little hopped up energy-wise. I'll tell you why I'm hopped up energy-wise. Work was long today. Work was long today. I normally get off at 4. I got off at 5. And, I'm a little mentally drained. The mage's staff? What? Man, this mage's staff isn't better than Spellbinder that I've already got. I feel like the things I'm finding in this dungeon are ripping me off. And aren't as good as stuff I already have. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's just because I've been to a lot of in-game cities. Ooh, a lot of money. We like money. Oh, man. Okay, I do remember this. You must be the answer to my prayers. These are the mermaids we got free. I said we were punching mermaids, but that was a lie. If the light of the sea is lost, we mermaids will turn into bubbles and vanish. So I remember this floor, and the reason I remember this floor is, ooh, a diamond armlet. Hey, okay. Okay, yeah, no. No, diamond armlet for the win. Actually get some defense on Mio. One of my mermaid friends left for the land. She hasn't returned. I wonder what became of her. Maybe she grew legs. We have met some of those land mermaids, and they're always talking about their legs. You humans can breathe here? Now that's a surprise. Man, I've run into surprisingly few enemies on this floor. Please restore the light to the crystal of water. It is the only way to save the seas. Found a bunch of gil. That crystal. You must be the warriors of legend. Oh man, these mermaids are totally in the loop. I wonder if we can regain the sea's light, or will we become bubbles and disappear? Man, I feel bad for these mermaids. I don't want them to turn into bubbles. But also, how do I get over there? Oh man, there's totally chests over there. This is the uppermost level of the shrine. Kraken, the water fiend, dwells on the lowest level. The longer the water fiend remains, the weaker the sea's light becomes. I ain't messing with no water fiend. Found the diamond shield. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now these are some items, chat. I take back everything I said. Found the antidote. In the eastern continent's desert, I saw someone enter the Tower of Mirage. And oh, that bell's wondrous sound. A bell? A tower? Okay, I gotta get to that one in the top right corner. And I assume to get to it, gotta get around? Whoa, what's this? Whoa, did I just go... Whoa, okay. I don't think there's another map that does that. Diamond gloves. The diamond helm. The Rosetta Stone. That's the item. That's the one I was telling y'all about, chat. That we need. Oh man, dude, the diamond gloves are not as good as the protect ring. Also, the protect ring guards against instant death, so like, major win. Man, that's so cool. I don't know if there's another map in the game that loops around like that. And I don't think I ever noticed that as a kid. Okay, we talked to that one. Okay, so... we're going to use Warp 1, which takes me back a single level. Oh, no, it just takes me over here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to warp 2, and we're going to go all the way out the dungeon. Because the thing is, if I remember, the way this dungeon's actually built, the stairs I took take me up, and you can only go up from there. There's actually a separate set of stairs on the main floor that take you down. So you start on the 3rd floor. Oh, I can buy gold needles here. You start on the 3rd floor, and we went up to the 4th and then the 5th. But we need to get to the 1st floor to find the Kraken. So we're just going to save. We're going to heal up. Plus, we get to watch that awesome cutscene when we go underwater. And that's a fun time. That's a fun time. Also, I'd used up all my Bolt 2s. And I really like getting to electrocute the large groups. It's a good time. But yeah, with that Rosetta Stone, we can get to the Wind Shrine. We have to find... there's a specific person we have to talk to with it. I'm trying to remember where he is. But, like, there's one guy who's all like, oh, my brother's been looking for the Rosetta Stone. But you have to find his brother. And, like, he might tell you where his brother is once you actually have the Rosetta Stone. But I'm pretty sure no one ever tells you where he is. And you just... Whoa, what's that water naga? I haven't seen one of those yet. I'm going to let Mio... Whoa, whoa! Get out of here with that magic. Yeah, I'm going to let Mio punch that. Mio does real good at killing the big things. The rest of us just kind of stand there. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. This is what I wanted that Bolt 2 for. Once again, I should have planned. You do well at killing the big things in Final Fantasy 1. In other games, I can only assume. I can only assume. How's rating been going, by the way? How is the rating today? Did y'all make it back to second phase? And do you feel like you're making good progress? Oh no! That's not the response I was hoping to hear. We don't talk about rating. No, no, no. We don't talk about rating. That was our, that was my parody cover of We Don't Talk About Bruno. We Don't Talk About Rating. It will not be published anywhere. Because it's not a good cover. Is the simple story. Enemy gets to strike first. That's not fair. The enemy has magic. I mean, I have magic, but, you know. That water naga is basically a bigger sea snake. And I mentioned earlier that I don't like sea snakes. So, it's just, like, extra unlikable. That's kind of how I feel about it. Alright, now we're going down. Now we're in the down direction. Whoa, I don't like these guys. What's all this? What's all this? 5 scorpions, 3 snakes? It's just like a party of unlikable creatures. Now to be clear, real life scorpions and snakes can be cute. But only sometimes. When somebody films a little video and draws little faces on them and is all like, look how cute they are. And they're like, it's just a boop noodle. But like, the sea snakes and sea scorpions in this game, I guarantee actually suck. No redeeming features. These dudes, not people you want to hang out with on a Tuesday night. Whoa, why Spell almost dead? Who's been picking on Spell? Oh, Mio gained a level. Gonna be hitting even harder now. I don't know where the cap actually is. Yeah, because you're at 52 at level 26. I wonder where it caps out for your strength. Because, yeah, I'm at 52 with my Defender. But you can hit like 6 times, and I can hit 3 at the most. We gotta get some healing on old Spell, though. Can't be having Spell dying because I didn't heal him. That mistake has been made one too many times. It is the fight with the monsters that are from the ocean, and I think they suck. Punch and stab till they're dead. That was another parody We're really bumping out the parodies tonight, chat. None of these will ever be published or heard again. So, you know, very exclusive concert. Very exclusive concert. If you're here, you know, you're experiencing it for the first time and the last time. Whether you're having a pleasant experience with that, I can't determine that. I can't determine that. But I can tell you that ghosts suck, and they need to die because they hit way too hard. What the hell? They need to not do that. And Kevin gained a level. That's a happy thing. What? Okay, we're gonna do a full heal. We're gonna do a full heal. It's gonna take a second. There's gonna be some button clicking. We gotta get everyone back up. Do 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 do. You know, the thing about monks in this game is they're incredibly strong, but they don't really have like any kind of versatility to them. Like the warriors kind of feel like that, but they get magic once they become a knight. And like I don't Oh, I guess I can throw weapons as but like the thief gets steel. Wizards obviously have magic. And I guess that's the thing with the monk is they get to be so strong because they have no other options. The monk brain just punches. Come on, spell. Hey, actually got decent initiative this time. Oh, this path was a trap. Ooh, preemptive strike. A sea troll? That's just a regular troll that's blue. Like, I don't even think sea trolls are real. I think a regular troll just dyed its hair, came down here to hang out, and said, I'm a sea troll. I'm a sea troll, guys. And we're all here. We know they're just a regular troll. But, you know, everyone probably just feels bad for it, and so we don't question it. You know, that's Steve. He's been here for a while. He's a little delusional, but we don't really say anything because, you know, he seems happier. Seems happier as a sea troll. I mean, I know all the other monsters are just recolors. But the sea troll specifically... Ooh, spell got a level up. The sea troll specifically looked low effort. Okay, so all of the down options were wrong. All of the down options were wrong. I really like the sound Kevin's hammer makes. I don't know if I will eventually get a better weapon for the white mage. Kind of just been sticking with the old mithril hammer. Yeah, like the other ones, like their skin color is different, or like their scale color is different. But the yeah, the troll just dyed its hair. Troll just dyed its hair. What? The 4th floor? Nothing in there. A lot of empty rooms in this shrine, which I think is meant to make it feel like sunken and abandoned and stuff. It's a neat little thing. It's a neat little thing. Rush your enemy's spell. Now we're talking. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. We're back down to the 3rd floor. Man, how do I get lower? Unless there's a set of stairs in this room. That weird up-down it just took me on. Got me all messed up. Here's some stairs. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, now we're back on the 2nd floor. And the 2nd floor has some chests. 2nd floor has some chests. And we're getting pretty close. Getting pretty close to the old Yoldy Kraken. Ow, these Aquos hit hard. I need to stop that. Oh man, preemptive strike. This shark is screwed. That shark stood 0 chance. Oh, you think you're gonna turn around and hit me first now? Your sea troll can't even do damage. Sea troll can't even do damage. I don't know what these snakes think they're doing. These snakes got no chance. Sea troll don't even have that much health. Sea troll's got the same amount of health as a regular troll. Even furthering the narrative that is, you know, not a different troll. Those are the same trolls we found on land. They dyed their hair and they came down here. Probably because I kept killing them on land. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't like that. Yeah, no, we're not even messing around. Nuke him. Anything that can, like, insta-kill, turn to stone. Which, I guess, I have the protect rings that are protecting me from insta-death. But I don't think stone counts as insta-death. Giant's gloves? I wonder if that's better than what I have. Nope. They have the saber effect, though. Which I think increases my attack? I'm not actually sure what saber does. Ba-na-ba. Whoa, get out of here, troll. I'm not even going to acknowledge that it's a sea troll. I'm just going to refer to it as the troll from now on. The trolls down here. Trolls down here got to get out of town. Like, I feel like the white shark even makes more effort than the trolls. Spell, welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are in the water shrine. You're getting super strong. You got all these crazy attacks you can dish out these days. But how is you in real life? How is the real Spell doing? Man, another light axe. They really be trying to sell me. They really be trying to sell me on these light axes in this dungeon, and I ain't having it. Just as powerful as you should be. As you should be. Yeah, we've been using your old lightning magic to take out a few things in this whole water shrine. And we used some fire magic earlier because there were some birds. And I wasn't messing around with those birds. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of chests in here. Ah. Ooh. I don't mess around with the burbs. The burbs work for the bourgeoisie. And I can't be having that. I can't be having that. I can't be having birds up in my face. So this is definitely a trap spot. It's going to spawn an enemy every time I walk on this spot. Which makes me think there's at least one more in here. Oh, nope, just that one. Ooh, a ribbon. That was worth it. The ribbon was worth the trouble. Oh no! Oh no! These sea scorpions! Bro, these sea scorpions need to get out of town! I'm busting out a Cure 4. I'm busting out a Cure 4. I can't be... I can't have Kevin dying. Because Kevin's my reviver. Cure 4 automatically puts me at max health. One you don't want to whip out often. It's okay, Kevin. You survived. You survived. But you served as a stark reminder that I'm getting pretty deep into the dungeon and I should probably heal up my peeps. Also, I haven't save stated yet. There's one of those regular trolls. Nothing unique about them. Dyeing your hair and moving to a new town does not change your life. That's what this troll thinks, but it's wrong. I'm crushing hundreds of people right now by saying that. Oh man, I don't like the ghosts. The ghosts hit way harder than they should. And they seem to ignore defense. I think that's the thing with the ghosts, is that they actively ignore defense. Because, like, they just hit Blitz for 104, which I don't think any of the bosses have hit Blitz for 104. Okay, I think the stairs I desire are in this corner. There they are. Okay, Shrunken Shrine, floor 1. The Kraken is totally on this floor. Oh man, I'm out of Bolt 2. But I don't want to use my Bolt 3s because I want to save those for the Kraken. Maybe also weak to ice? Yeah, I gotta fight a Kraken. The Kraken is the guardian of the water fiend. Literally like 10 minutes. Because it's on this floor. They said it was on the bottom floor of the shrine. And I don't think the shrine has basement levels. Oh yeah, he's like right here. Yeah, I recognize this. He's down here. From the wee recesses of mine own memories, I recognize this path. Yeah, the four fiends are Lich is the fiend of earth, Merilith is the fiend of fire, Kraken is the fiend of water, and then the fiend of air is Tiamat. Not that one. Oh, it's up there. This is it. This room to my left. So, Barb is one of the four fiends in Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV has four fiends, and it's not Earth, it's, it's Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water again. And they're all different. None of them are the same as they were in Final Fantasy I. Because, yeah, Barb is Wind. Scarmiglione is Earth. Rubiconte's Fire. And I can't remember the name of the water one. I've only fought him once. I've only done that dungeon once. I did that dungeon for the story, and I have not been back in. Cognasia. Yeah, I need to go back into Expert Roulette more. Oh yeah, Preemptive Strike. Let's kill some of them. I'm pretty sure the Kraken will go down fairly easily. The thing about the bosses is they don't necessarily have a ton of health. But there's some of the few enemies in the game that drop, like, insane magic on you. And that is rough. Having someone hit you with magic in this game is like, there's not a great way to defend against it. It always hits the whole party. Like, even the final boss of the game, that's the thing, is he has a bunch of spells that no one else has. And he will just start dropping them on you. Like, first round, he'll drop, like, Flare. And you're just like, what? Man, is there another floor? I could have sworn he was in this room. Now I'm concerned. There's a door up there. I know he's in the corner of the room. But now I'm questioning if there's a whole bottom floor. Like a basement 1. Do not betray me, memory! If you betray me, memory, I will start forgetting things. On purpose. My memory thinks it has the upper hand, but I have the upper hand. I'll just stop remembering random stuff. Those song lyrics that I've known for the last 20 years, gone. There he is. There he is. You humans amaze me. Who would have thought any land creature could make it this far? Kraken's got a rad design. But I'm afraid it's time to teach you your place. Kraken the Water Fiend shall instruct you. Check him out! He's rad! Oh, and that Fiend music coming in. Now let's raise the party defense. Hit him with that Bolt 3. Oh, man. That Fiend music, such a jam. And it's like, it's got those remnants of the regular boss battle music. See, I was totally ready for him, though. So, like, he's just going to go down. I'm worried about that ink attack. Oh, yeah, now Mio's got dark. But Mio still hit. Mio still hit 5 times. Because Mio's not messing around. Mio's all like, this Kraken, it may have 8 tentacles, but it can catch these 2 hands. With the final shot, even with darkness on. Mio out there like, you can catch these hands. And that's why you bring a monk, chat. That's why you bring a monk. Because Kraken can get wrecked. Restoring the light to the water crystal. No shot. No shot over here. Kraken didn't stand a chance. As beautiful as these remakes are, Kraken is so scary in the original NES. Well, so I know the Pixel remasters go back to the original style and are just like an HD version of the original designs. I'd have to go back and actually look. Seeing the boss graphics were like a little reward. I love them in this one because they're the only enemies that fill all 9 spaces. I think is the thing that I really like about them. And I mean, it's the same way in that in the original. They're the only like massive enemies like that. But it's rewarding when you finally get to these big bosses and you're like, whoa, that's what they look like. And you do fight all of them twice. That's the versions I'm fighting right now are easy. But their second versions are all quite a bit stronger. That's when they get really scary. But how you doing tonight? I would hurt a fly. Not gonna lie, those food pictures you were sending last night, I almost drove down. Like 8 o'clock. Oh, Mia, that emote is awesome. That emote is awesome. I saw an Underhill selling something strange at the caravan. Okay, so I've got to find the guy who tells me his brother's looking for the Rosetta Stone, and I think it's this dude. Please, heroes, take that slab to Oon. So he's telling me to take the slab to his brother, but he doesn't tell me where his brother is. And I know so many people that this is the spot in the game that they give up. Because, like, most of the game is all like, oh, go to the Western Desert. Or, like, oh, we've got to find this. This is, like, I think getting the Rosetta Stone, because there's, like, no direction to get the Rosetta Stone, and finding the brother is, like, the most... There is just no direction whatsoever on where to find it. In every version, every remake. Man, I feel like I'm just coming out real loud today. Need to move my mic away from me a little. I probably just had it really high up. I just kept seeing myself peak on the old OBS monitor. But it's just because I'm excited, chat. But if I remember correctly, the brother is in this village for whatever reason. And that's kind of one of the things that makes it so tricky, is you've got to come find this dude in an old village. Right here. Let me see that stone slab. Why, if it isn't the Rosetta Stone? My dear know-nothings, this stone is the key to unlocking the mystery of the Lufinian language. Yes, of course. Eureka! I've got it! It's an arcane language, but I suppose I can teach it to you. I hope you can appreciate such knowledge. There! Now even you can speak the Lufinian tongue. Bless the crystals. That's the other thing, is he doesn't say he's looking for the Rosetta Stone, and he doesn't say that his name is Oon. When you talk to him, all he says is bless the crystals. Unless you have the stone. So, like, it is just a straight up mad quest to talk to everybody. But now that I speak Lufinian, we can go to the Lufinian city. And there's some strong monsters in this forest. This is the late game continent where I'm at right now. But yeah, if you come to the Lufinian town before this, no one can understand you. No one can understand you, and the all the shops are locked. Like, there's no doors on any of the buildings, which prevents you from getting some of the best magic in the game. And some of the best items. Aw, man, Mio gained a level! Punching even harder. But yeah, this is the final town in the game, so this is where you get most of the best items you can buy. The only annoying thing about it is you can't land right next to it. You gotta walk all the way down. $376, big numbers. Man, it was so satisfying when Mio as the monk started doing damage. Because it's like, the first like 15 levels, you're just like doubting yourself the whole time. You're just like, should I put a weapon on Mio? Should I just let him get super strong? Or like, but like, you just wait. And then they start hitting those 6 hits at a time. And start doing like twice as much damage as your warrior. And you're like, oh yeah, this is why we did it. This is what we did it for. What all that time and effort was. Oh yeah, spell hit him with a stick. Oh, Kevin got a level. Oh man, we're really getting those levels tonight. Man, I wonder if my ship can land next to the city and I'm just dumb. There's that little hole inside the city that makes me think that I could land next to the city. But there's no way. There's no way I could just land right next to the city and I've just been dumb my whole life. That would be actual insanity. If my whole life I've thought I just have to walk down to this place. Lufinia! We are the Lufinians. In ancient times, we were known as the Sky People. Ah, that vessel of yours is called an airship. Our ancestors built it and used it long ago. The Light Warriors. The legend was true. We have a legend. It said that in 400 years, 4 warriors of light would appear and save our people. The castle floating high up in the sky is the Flying Fortress. It was once home to our ancestors. The Tower of Mirage is its entrance. How do I get in the Tower of Mirage? Also, all of your stuff is still sealed off. 400 years ago, our civilization reached new heights. We turned our eyes to the heavens and reached for the stars. But all that is lost now, reduced to mere memory. I need these guys to move. They're blocking my way. I need to get on those floating areas to talk to those people. We came to believe there was another culprit behind the 4 fiends. We sent 5 warriors to seek him out, but they never returned. Our power, The power of the wind has been taken by Tiamat. Five of our bravest warriors were our last hope. They still live, but have turned into bats. Oh, that's right! Now take this bell. Use it to enter the Tower of Mirage. Obtained the bell. Man, I know there is a way to open these buildings, and I can't remember what it is. Earth, fire, water, and wind. These four forces shape the world in which we live. We were blessed with the power of the wind. With it, we suspended a castle in the air. Our ancestors created robots. I wonder if they still work. The flying fortress drifts among the sea of stars. The Sky People passed down the memories of the past in a ritual. But over the course of 400 years, those memories have grown dim. So yeah, they talk about their warriors getting turned into bats. And there's 5 of them. But the bats, you find them in the Temple of Chaos. Man, how do I... FF1 Euphenia. That's right. Okay, so there aren't shops here. None of these open. But there are shops. Don't go up. Don't go up, you punk. But you find them over here. Like, the only decent level 8 black magic spell. And life, too. So now for... Yeah, Kevin's got Holy and Life 2. The best 2 level... Or the only 2 level 8 white spells, I think. Okay, so what I need to do... I need to go back to Gaia and see if there's anything else I can buy. I knew there was something that I could buy in that town. It was just a matter of finding it, chat. Oh man, look. It's a regular troll that didn't give up and move under the water. I kind of commend him for that. That troll, man. Those sea trolls. I don't know what it was about the sea trolls specifically. Those sea trolls specifically, they got me upset. Now, there is a key item we need to find in the wind shrine that lets you get the best sword in the game, but it's technically the second best sword in the game because there's another sword that has the same stats as it that can be equipped by anyone, or any class. But the thing about that sword that can be equipped by any class is I don't really have a use for it because I don't have 2 warriors. And it's not worth getting... Oh, Spell got a level. Baby Arctic subscribing 26 months in a row. Hello, Baby Arctic. Welcome on in. Baby Arctic, I don't think you're on the board. Let's get you on there. Let's get you on there. Yeah, you're not on the board yet. You're not on the board yet. 26 months. We were talking about that earlier, Arctic. We were talking about that. Because you subscribed as soon as I became an affiliate. But we were talking about it because we were talking about how you were the first subscriber that very first stream of me being an affiliate. But Owen was sneaky and subscribed before I even streamed. So Owen is technically the first person who ever subscribed. They haven't been as consistent as you. Also, I heard you got Lycan's that sick Ayaka skin. They were very stoked about it. They were very stoked about it. Alright, let's see. So I know this town has some magics. See if there's anything worth buying besides Flare. So Banish is a better version of Quake, which rarely does anything. Doom rarely hits. So these two, like, they could in theory be good, but their RNG's so low. Stop is the only one that I'd be like, oh, might be good. But I would rather just drop Flare and do a bunch of damage. But for White Magic... So White Magic, you have the toss-up, because you want Holy and you want Life too. Those are both very important. But basically, your options are to make yourself stronger to magic, or get rid of the enemy's magic defense. I'm going to go with Null All. And the reason I'm going to go with Null All is because Chaos has a shiz ton of magic. That's all only things he has. And it's all insanely strong. Oh, I need one more Protect Ring. And it's one of those things, it's like, if you are not prepared, you can be stronger than everything else in the game. Like, all of the fiends, everybody else is like crumbs compared to Chaos. And you will get bodied so fast if you're not ready for it. I'm gonna buy this Cat Claws. And then... Yeah, I've never gotten a better weapon for Kevin. Oh my gosh, did I buy that Protect Ring and then sell it? Or did I just not buy it? Oh, no, I know what I did. I bought a freaking Ruby Armlet. Because I had one that I sold. Yeah, so they're fairly similar. But yeah, there's got to be a better staff. That Kevin can use. But I must just find it somewhere, because I've checked every shop. Restock on potions. Top up our antidotes. Okay, we're going to save before we head over to the tower. But yeah, so we have the bell to get in the tower. And then last time we did that dungeon in the under the waterfall. Technically, you're not supposed to do that dungeon until after the water temple. But I talked to someone and I thought it was where I was supposed to go. Doom does sound pretty cool, Spell. Doom does sound cool. And it's just a leveled up version of Reaper. And maybe I'll come back and get it after the Wind Temple. Wind Shrine, once I have a bunch more cash. Because at this point, I'm hitting a spot where it's all like, oh, I have... Like, I don't really have anywhere to buy things. All right, this is the Tower of Mirage. So yeah, I needed the bell to get in here. Oh man, and there's cool enemies in here. Yeah, this is where you find Black Knights for the first time. I actually wanted to look at my bestiary and see how many things we've unlocked. I think I might be missing an enemy or two. But it's one of those things where it's all like, I'd have to go back to old dungeons and just see. Yeah, we're at 78. Okay, so we had something here that we missed. This looks like the ice dungeon. And looking at it, man, looking at what's missing, I actually think I know what I'm missing. I think I'm missing some kind of land dragon here. And I think I'm missing an ice dragon here. Oh no, there's the white dragon. Missing something just kind of out and about. A couple things, actually. Probably different kinds of worms or something. Okay, so in the water temple, we found the white shark, the deep eyes, the ghost, the aquos, the water naga, and the kraken. So we actually ran into everything we could in the water temple. And now we're meeting new things in here. Wait, what was that? Oh, item collection. Oh, I did miss something in the sunken shrine. Looks like I missed one other thing of Gil. It probably would have been another 10,000. And then I missed one piece of equipment. We've gotten most of the items. I might actually go back off stream to all those places and get the items just because it'll bug me. Just because it'll bug me. Got all this awesome new art. Demon in the Clouds is a really good one. That's like the original design for Chaos. Is kind of what that one ended up becoming. The Golem, the Nightmare, the Ghost, the Naga. But yeah, you unlock art gallery stuff by having things in your bestiary and in your in the item completion, which is why I'm like, oh, I kind of want to go get all of them. So these guardians are not hard. There is a robot in here. It's technically the first super boss of Final Fantasy. And it's a random encounter, and it's called War Mech. And due to a programming error, it is stronger than the final boss in the game. And it's one of those things that, like, if you run into it, you're just kind of screwed. Man, yeah, the enemies that show up in here are all super cool. Because they're not recolors. There's a lot of, like, just new enemies in the Tower of Mirage. I think you do fight recolors of them later. When you get to, like, the final dungeon. But yeah, you've just been fighting recolors of the same enemies for, like, the first 3 dungeons. And then you show up here and you're like, oh man, things are getting serious. These enemies are different. You ain't putting me to sleep. I got all sorts of cool stuff that stops that from happening now. Healing Helm. With a heal effect. The Vorpal Sword. Sharp-edged crescent sword. Interesting. It's weaker than everything else. I feel like I remember the Vorpal Sword can, like, insta-kill enemies. I think that's why it's weaker. Has a small chance to just insta-death. Oh no, I totally got hit by that. Oh, I thought that was going to put me to sleep. Just blinded me, which doesn't matter. My peeps still hit even when they're blind. Got accuracy for days. I don't know what that little dance was I just did. The Aegis Shield. So the Aegis Shield prevents me from turning to stone. Vampires. So that's another cool thing in here is vampires were initially a special enemy. And you get here and they're just here. And you're just like, oh, this is bad news. Oh man, everything in here hits super hard. I think because the thing about this is you get to Mirage Tower, and from a narrative perspective, and I mean, I guess it's kind of spoiled because I've already said there's a final dungeon. But from a narrative perspective, like if you're playing this game for the first time and have no idea what's going on, are you our masters? You just kind of think to yourself, oh, this is the final dungeon of the game. This is the 4th crystal. Of course it would have new enemies, and of course it would be way harder than everything else. And you know, you've been going to towns and people have been talking about the 4 fiends and they've been going to they've been talking about how the Wind Fiend was the first one that showed up, and you know, it wrecked the Lufinians, which were these super advanced people. And so narratively, you're in this dungeon, and you're all like, oh man. Okay, that wasn't that strong. I was all like, last time something hit me with Blaze, I got wrecked. So narratively, like, it all makes sense. But the first hint you get that there's something more is with the Lufinians. They say, oh, we think someone was behind the Four Fiends. And we sent some people to investigate. And they tell you that they were 5... they got turned into bats. And there's one place in the game where there's specifically 5 bats. And then the only other thing is they're the mages that tell you, like, oh, once you get all 4 crystals, come talk to us. So, like, you have this idea that, like, maybe there's something after. But, like, the game really does put it as, like, oh, this is the final dungeon. And you walk in and just everything's stronger and it's different. Oh, these guys got the weak Blaze. They're out here hitting with Fire 1. But yeah, I remember the first time I played it, and I was like, wait, so did I beat the game? I was like, I guess I didn't. And I had to go talk to a bunch of NPCs to figure out where to go next, because no credits rolled. But yeah, so it's fun because they make it feel like a final dungeon. It's somewhat of a red herring. You know what? If you're going to petrify Mio, it's Kevin's turn to wail on something. I'm going to have Kevin do their most powerful attack. Well, not their most powerful attack, but one of their most powerful attacks. DO4. The blinding light. We're just gonna bring Mio back to life. Mio totally didn't die. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Never happened. Never happened. Kevin had your back. Kevin brought you back to life. You're fine. Where tigers? Oh, jeez. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, we're gonna ice 3. I totally remembered to heal Spell before this battle. Spell is not gonna die. Everything's fine. We're gonna hit him with some magics. They're gonna go away. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. See, everything was fine. No one in the party's dead. We're gonna get some healing going. We're living our best life. We're living our best life. T-Spell's back in tip-top shape. Like it never happened. Neo's still out here carrying on damage. As they should. Whoa! Alright. I think it's time to bust out some big magics. I think it's about time... I think it's about time we saw what Holy can do. We're gonna let Kevin do Holy and watch that nuke the room. Bell's gonna warm the place up with some fire too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big magics. Oh yeah, check it out. That multi-phase animation. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Oh! Spell doing 130 with just their knife. 139. The thing is, this dungeon has 2 phases to it. And so I'm trying to explore the main section of the tower, figure out where I need to go, and then we'll probably warp out of the tower and come back in so that we can heal before going up to the second section. One of us flew to the west, taking the warp cube with him. Yeah, that warp cube we got. That's what we got in the waterfall dungeon. Oh, shoot. Well, what I say about birds. We don't mess around with the birds. We'll have Spell do Flare and Kevin's doing Holy, whoever casts first. Here we go. Bam, Flare. Forget about it. In the original translation, Flare was actually just called Nuke. It was just, your strongest attack was called Nuke. And you would literally just say, oh, nuke the room. And it would play a big animation that blew up the whole room. Wow, Blitz is on the verge of death. What an odd turn of events. That usually doesn't happen. This is what I wanted. This is what I was looking for. Was this room with all the crazy chests. And I forgot to heal Blitz. It's okay, we're just going to drop Flare again. Casually using those big magics. Thor's hammer. Oh man, did we finally get a better weapon for Kevin? Whoa, Thor's hammer, hell yeah. Hell yeah. The Sunblade. Sword effective against the undead, and it is slightly stronger. And the Dragon Mail. Alright, so... Warp 1 will take me to the previous floor, which was actually the next floor up. I want to make sure that I know the way around here before teleporting out. I also want to see Kevin use that hammer. Yes! Big hammer damage. Oh, Mio's unparalyzed. They're screwed. Yeah, I basically have the weapons that I'm going to use for everyone. Probably through the end of the game, unless I get a better... Well, I know I'll get a better sword for Blitz. That is one thing I do know I'll get. Yeah, okay, so this is where I use the Warp Cube. The Blue Dragon... Oh, man. This actually has me worried. Because dragons are what messed me up before. I am not healed up. I am not ready. Okay, cool. Warp to the Flying Fortress with the Warp Cube. Which I have. So this is the second phase of this dungeon, is the Flying Fortress. But what we're actually going to do... So we're going to warp out. We're going to use the cottage. We're going to heal. We're going to save. We're going to use all the cash we just made to go buy some last bits of magic. Because we just made 200k in there. So whatever magics we don't have filled up. We're going to go back and get. Yeah, I can get a ton of level 7 and level 8 magic for spell. I have all the magics that Blitz is going to be able to learn. Man, does the cottage not... Oh, the cottage doesn't take me to full health. It takes me to full magic. That's interesting. I never realized that. So we'll probably stay at an inn in town anyway. We'll also probably go buy a bunch of gold needles. Because those are good to have rather than having to use the heal stone magic. I have Ice 3. I can't remember where I get the other level 7 black magic. Probably at the Water City, actually. Okay, so we'll get Doom because it sounds cool. And we'll get Stop. Because Spell said Doom sounds cool, so we'll make sure they have that. Instead of Banish. Because Banish and Doom are basically the same thing. Okay, now the party's fully healed up. We'll stock up on items. There's only a few places you can actually buy gold needles. Yeah, I remember by the end of the game, you just have, like, such a ridiculous quantity of money that you have, like, 99 cottages, 99 gold needles. Like, every item the game will let you buy, you just have an absurd quantity of. I actually knew someone who... I think it's the Mithril Sword? Or there's another sword that's really strong that you can buy. And he would actually go... He'd buy 99 of those, and he'd just throw them at his enemies. Because it does, like, a stupid amount of damage. Where is the item shop? I think this is one of the places that sells gold needles. Yep. I doubt I'd need more than 40. So I am missing... I'm missing a level 7 spell. I'm pretty sure. This town would have my other level 7 magics. Ah, the Lesser Tiger fled. As it knew it could not stand up to my power. Man, spell hitting 150 with that knife. Actually, I said I have no one else I would give that second sword to when I found it. It would probably go to Spell. Is who would actually end up with it. Because it would make them ridiculously strong for just standard hits. A black mage with a samurai sword? Only in my Final Fantasy. Oh man, I'm real stoked about that Thor's hammer for Kevin. So I was really over here being like, man, am I going to have my white mage have a mithril hammer for, like, the whole game? I was like, I knew there was something stronger. I just couldn't remember what it was. And I think there's actually one past Thor's hammer. There's, like, a staff that's better. Okay, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there are magic shops here. There's no weapon shops in this town. Yeah, we'll do Saber. Oh, I gotta go sell some stuff. So that's the thing, is Saber increases your attack and your accuracy. But it only works on yourself. That's kind of the thing of it. And so it can... I mean, if we look at the attack gap... So Blitz is at 55... and Spell is at 28. So if we put it up to 16... 38, 44... But when you actually give your Black Mage... If you give your Black Mage the Masamune... and use Saber... It's like this hack to have a third... hitter on your team, because the Masamune's just as powerful as the Excalibur. Just mages normally don't have as much attack, but with the Saber boost, you can make them pretty strong. I think this worm might be one of the enemies I'm missing, actually. I think this was the random out in the wild North Continent enemy I was missing. It was! So now I just have one in the ice dungeon I gotta go hunt down. And I've got one in what appears to be the Earth Shrine. This one's probably just in the desert. Oh man, I'm stoked about that. Oh man, I can probably... Okay, I've got everything in the Tower of Mirage. Item-wise. So yeah, we just need to... We need to get in there and go. Get to that second... But what is the random desert monster I haven't ran into yet? Wow, got all the way through the desert without running into anything. Okay, we're going to use a cottage. We're going to save. And we're going to climb this tower. We are going to climb this tower. We have all our magics. We have all our equipment. We have become strong. Oh, vampires right off the bat. You can't paralyze spell. They've got a ribbon on. It can do a lot of damage, though. And here's the thing. Kevin and Spell might be strong enough to take an enemy out on their own now. Nope. Just when I thought I could let the mages attack their own enemies. Oh no, they got it eventually. They just needed another round. Oh, and Spell got a level. Man, one thing about the tower and the Sky Fortress is you start getting buku experience in here. Like, you go from everywhere else in the game was only giving you like 500, maybe 800 a battle, to like suddenly getting like 2,000 a battle. And you can catch up on levels real quick. What's going on, Rip? What you doing down there? Da 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 ba 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 bum ba ba bum. All right. I just want to get back to the top of the tower. You know, for my sword being strong against undead foes, it does not seem to be doing more damage on these vampires. We just gotta get to the top of this tower. And I'd really like to get there without using any magic or healing. Easy kills. And drop the old fire 3. Get rid of these birds. Well, that's not good. I don't think the Pyroliths actually turn you to stone. I think they insta-kill you. And I have a Protect Ring on everyone. So I don't think I actually have to worry too much. Kevin with the solid hit for 92. Yeah, you can climb this tower a lot faster when you're not worried about getting the chests. So, like, you don't have to worry too much about getting destroyed on the way up. Unless you just get real bad RNG with monsters. Yeah, I mean, technically I could run into 9 vampires. And I'd probably be pretty screwed if that happened. I'd get a ton of money from it. But like, now I'm at the point I don't really need money in the game. I have all the best gear that I can buy, and I have all the best magics. If I could use cottages inside a dungeon, I'd be like, oh, let me go buy a few 100 cottages. Speaking of saving, Pretty sure the last time I made a memo was in front of the Kraken. And that would have really sucked had I loaded a memo save of being in front of the Kraken. I remember when I first started playing emulators, I was really stoked about like save states and load states. And I would always like accidentally save over my load state or load something when I meant to save. And you'd just lose. It'd be like maybe 5 minutes of progress, but it would always be like the most like just bummer thing. Like motivation instantly down the toilet to do anything when you're like, oh no, I accidentally loaded over my save state and now I'm all the way back at the beginning of the game. Or you'd be like right about to die and you'd accidentally save instead of loading. And like every time you'd load, you'd go like right into getting hit by an enemy. It was actually the worst. But only kind of, actually. Okay, so once we get to the Sky Fortress, the nice thing about the Sky Fortress is it has a very... Oh man, that blue dragon! Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Whoa, Spell survived with 1 health. Oh man, Spell coming in clutch. Coming in clutch against the blue dragon. A very different story of what happened when we fought that red dragon. Oh man, I am very proud of Spell. Alright. The Flying Fortress has a rad soundtrack. Very mysterious. Really reminds me of Castle in the Sky. And I think the reason I like this soundtrack as much as I do, chat, is because in like the PS1 era and like N64 era, there's a whole video we could watch about this that's hilarious. The fire shrine always sounded a specific way. The water always sounded a specific way. Like, you could always pinpoint what an area was going to sound like based off its element. And this wind shrine just sounds different to me. It just sounds different. Oh, also up here in the wind shrine, we could randomly run into Warmech. Which is that super boss I was telling y'all about earlier. Which, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I've actually ever run into Warmech in this version of the game. I don't know what his sprite looks like. I kind of want to run into him. As terrifying as it would be. Potion, Gil. Also, I totally wouldn't beat him if we ran into him. Like, I should be using save states frequently in case we do. because he will very quickly just wipe the party. Like, I think he has like 5,000 HP, something to that effect. And he can just like one-shot random party members for funsies. Even like through instant death protection stuff. And so, but I wonder, he didn't have a big sprite in the original game. But like, if you run into him, you'll never run into multiples. He will always be a singular enemy. But I think he has a small sprite like these guys. Not even a medium sprite, it's a small sprite. Which makes him super unassuming. Like, you see him and you're all like, oh, it's just a robot enemy. And then he bodies you. But I've only run into him in the original version of the game. But I know he is in this version. Evil Eyes. Those were bosses in another... in the Ice Dungeon to get the Levistone. Okay, I don't want to touch that. I want to make sure I clear out this floor first. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 floors to the Sky Fortress. Because, you know, you already had 3 coming up the tower. And so they they make the Sky Fortress short as like, it's gonna be okay kind of thing. But it's the only 2-phase dungeon in the game. Man, every time I see that Evil Eye pop up, I'm like, holy crap, is that him? That's the only... because the Earth Dungeon, you need an item to go deeper into it, but it's not actually 2 phases. It's still just the Earth Dungeon. You're just in a deeper floor. You go from like floor 5 to floor 6. And it's only 6 levels. The final dungeon of the game has 7 floors. So I know the final dungeon of the game is the deepest dungeon. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. The Black Knight. Protect ring? What's a protect ring? Oh! Okay, those are called protect rings. I was like, I have protect gloves? The whole reason I'm checking chests in here is just because I want the adamantite. Like, I doubt I'm gonna get, like, just naturally stronger weapons in here. But the adamantite is well worth grabbing to get Excalibur. Because it's, like, significantly stronger than every other weapon in the game. Use Blitz's healing to... Oh, a Doom Knight. I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that. Just wrecked all my magic defense. I imagine he would have turned around and used a magic attack after had I not killed him. That was a new enemy, though. We haven't ran into the Doom Knight yet. Oh, man. Also, look how cool my crystals are looking in the bottom right corner. Gotta get that green wind one, but, you know, we're almost there. I'm over here, like, sweating that we're gonna run into Warmech, but also I really want to run into Warmech. I want to take him on. I'm pretty sure I should be like level 30 to fight him, which I'm 29, 20, yeah, 28. So we'd get bodied. But it would be fun to see ourselves get bodied. And, you know, maybe it'd go better than we thought. Maybe it'd go better than we thought. Maybe everything would be fine. I don't know if you can run into him on this floor. It might only be the second floor you can run into him on. Of the Sky Tower. I think this is the Adamantite. Because it's like a chest all by itself. Oh, the Venom Blade. Saber with poison effect. Use Bolt 3. Mia needs some healing. I posted a video about getting wrecked by that fire dragon, and one person's comment on it was like, "This guy really thought he didn't need to heal, didn't he?" And like, they're right that I should have been healing, but also I was at the end of the dungeon. And I think people don't realize that, like, you can't just constantly heal in this game like you can every other Final Fantasy. Because everything else is NP-based. But, like, you're super limited on your healing in Final Fantasy 1. And so you do have to be, like, strategic about when you choose to heal a character. Because, like, even your white mage can only heal, like, I think if I were to combine all my healing magic, I can do maybe 20 heals. Like, I probably only have 2,000 HP worth of healing in, like, my regular heals. Which is like just the party once. So like you usually use your potions to get through the dungeon. And then you use your healing like right before a boss. But then also, you know, you want to have some healing for the boss fight in case the boss fight is insane. All that healing I just did. But yeah, it's a bit of a delicate balance, is the point I'm making. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is looking at that comment, they're right. Like, I should have been healing. But also, with what? It's like that video when where the person's all like, oh, my phone's so slow, and they go, oh, you should buy a new one. And then it shows the person going to the store and trying to buy a phone, and their credit card gets declined. It's like, oh yeah, no, let me just go buy an $800 phone. Just have that lying around. Ooh, the diamond gloves. Oh, but here's the thing. Diamond gloves are weaker than the protect ring. I was going to say, even if the diamond gloves are stronger, I don't want them. Oh, it's a chimera. I was like, that's different. Is that Warmech? Every enemy I see that's different, I'm going to be like, is that Warmech? Another ribbon. I think? Yeah, we'll get a ribbon on Mio. So now all three have a ribbon. And I think there's only 3 ribbons in the game? Ah, Kevin got a level. Mio did all the work, but Kevin got the level up. Oh, man. Oh, there were 2 new enemies. Get Mio to take out that Spirit Naga, because we don't mess around with those large enemies. Man, Spell almost did as much as Blitz right there. Mio just got another level. Oh yeah, because Mio's behind Kevin now because that one battle Mio died in. Earth Medusas? Oh, I don't like that. Get out of here with that. You're trying to turn me to stone. Another thing that's fun about these older games was a lot of newer games, and like, I say fun. I think newer games did the right thing. A lot of newer games will just give everyone the same amount of experience, and like level people outside the party. In this, if your characters are dead, they just don't get experience, and their experience gets redistributed to those that are still alive. Spell gained a level. So your whole team doesn't stay the same unless you keep them alive the entire game. This feels like a... feels like a big magic situation. I don't know if stop can miss. Oh, it can. Okay. Good to know. Oh, these guys are not as strong as I thought they were. I just wasted that. I just saw saw Stone Golem and I got scared. They freaked me out a little. Okay, I ain't messing with these guys. Yeah, nah, I'm flaring these dudes. The Flawns can do, like, buku damage sometimes. I'll never forget those gray oozes at the beginning of the game that just bodied me. Man, Evil Eye freaking me out again. The thing about Evil Eye is that is an enemy model that I do not see super often in the game. Ah, here it is. Obtained Adamantite. One more room to check. Skips a beat every time. Every single time I see that Evil Eye, I'm like, huh. Spirit Naga. Nothing crazy. A white robe and a black robe. Oh, these are... Robe with Invis 2 effect. So these are slightly weaker than the Ruby Armlets, but they are the best. They are the best in slot for the wizards. Man, anytime it's a different shape, like there's just like half a second, I'm like, what is that? I want to kill the Fiend, and then I'm like willing to just run around until we run into Warmech. If we don't see him. Get a few levels. Oh, there is a third floor up here. Interesting. You can look out into the entire world from this window. Ooh, that sounds fun. The window looks out upon the entire world. The four elemental forces are pouring into one location. It is the Temple of Chaos at the center of the four altars. Yeah, this is like the big reveal. This is the big reveal. The first dungeon of the game. But why would they all be pouring into the Temple of Chaos? Fire Hydras. I haven't seen these guys since Mount Gold. Get up on the Hydra's back, you. Hydras ain't nothing. I'm not worried about it. I didn't do anything with these Hydras. I'm done. I'm glad that that's a TikTok trend right now. I get the feeling getting these chests is not going to be easy. I get the feeling that every single step between these chests is going to be a trigger space. You might be asking yourself, well, Blitz, why don't you just walk to the other side of them? Because that would make sense. That would make sense that the sides would be safe. But I'm going to go right up the middle path where I can open both from one space because I'm going to be difficult. Oh man, I just remembered how slow and haste work in this game. And I could totally put haste on Mio and have them just do insane damage. Who can equip the Protect Cloak? Was the Protect Cloak the thing that was really good? Oh no, the Protect Cloak's a shield. Large cloak that can be worn over armor. I'm going to give it to Spell because Spell has less health. And I feel like they need it more. Oh man, that soldier freaked me out. I was like, why is it a different color? Is that what Warmech looks like? That's not Warmech. Whoa! Certainly does a lot of damage. That was a ton of damage on Blitz. Man, what are with all these old enemies up here? A lot of, like, just weaker old enemies. For this dungeon. But, like, also there's still a bunch of the other enemies. I know one of the things about this game is the enemy encounters are programmed into cubes. So there's one section earlier in the game that's called the Peninsula of Power. And it's called that because if you go to it, it's in the square of the northern continent. And so you can fight really strong enemies really early in the game and level up with it. And I wonder if, like, the square of this dungeon is somehow linked with, like, an older spot in the game, and that's why these enemies are showing up. But, yeah, it's just weird to see some of these people coming through. Some of these strange enemies. Oh, trap squares. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like Medusas. We're gonna take them out first. The Rakshasas are nothing. Those are fine. Those are fine. But those Medusas can turn me to stone. And anything that can turn me to stone instantly just needs to die before everything else. And so... Oh, what? Gluten? Oh, man! It's Gluten Raid! Hold up, everyone. We gotta stop for a moment. Welcome in these wonderful raiders. Gluten, how are you? I was lurking in your stream. How's Chrono Trigger going? Thank you for the follow, 3CGC. Welcome on in, everyone. We're going to kill these monsters so we don't have intense battle music playing while I welcome y'all in. I mean, I guess we could have intense battle music playing while we welcome you all in. But hi, everybody. What was that attack? Oh, that was just darkness. Chrono Trigger is so fun. You're happy to be back playing it. FF is going great. Thank you for the follow, Zemus. We are... Yeah, so we're playing FF1. Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Blitz. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. Recently, we've been trying to get back to some old JRPGs, so we're playing Final Fantasy 1. I should have left the victory music going. That's the music I should have left going! But we are in the Wind Shrine right now, so we are getting the 4th crystal lit up. And where we've been talking about the secret boss that exists in the Wind Shrine, Warmech, and I want to beat the final boss in this shrine and then just kind of run around until he shows up. I've never fought him in this version. So the version we're playing, if you couldn't tell from the graphics, this is the PS1 version. This is Final Fantasy Origins, which in my opinion is the best way to play Final Fantasy 1 and 2, because it keeps the experience of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 intact. It doesn't change a whole lot, except a couple quality of life things. But it puts it in the graphics of the Super Nintendo games. And I'm playing it off PS1 Mini. FF2 as a whole is just a little weird, Zemus. That's what I'll say. FF2 is just weird as a whole. But welcome on in, Raiders. Like I said, we do a lot of variety here. We're actually trying to decide what our next game will be after this game, because I need to do something shorter, because I'll be going to Japan in 2 weeks. And so after this week, we're beating FF1 this week, and then I've got to figure out something shorter. We might play a horror game. We might do Paranormasight, which is a new game that Square Enix just released. We also are looking at doing Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, which would just be some cozy PS1 farm vibes. I love my farming sims. I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking about farming sims, and I know Stardew Valley is like the big farming sim these days. Everyone's stoked about Stardew Valley. I've actually never played Stardew Valley because I know I get addicted to farming sims, and I'm all like, oh, that's like a rabbit hole I can't go down. Because every time I start up a new Harvest Moon save, I disappear for three months. Also, side note, Gluten, if you need to raid and dash and take care of yourself, I know you were going for like 4 or 5 hours. Feel free to just bounce. But yeah, now that Harvest Moon's on PS5, I'm all like, oh man, $10 for Harvest Moon? Why not? But my question is there something about Stardew Valley that makes it intrinsically better than like all the farming sims that came before it? Or was it just the timing of Stardew Valley capturing that indie game 8-bit aesthetic on PC, or is it like, is Stardew Valley actually better, and am I just super missing out by being stuck in my ways by not playing it? The amount of content, you'd say. Okay, that's an interesting thing, because I've never heard, I've never had anyone tell me anything about Stardew that I wasn't just like, oh, well, that's in Harvest Moon. Like, people were like, oh, well, you could romance someone. And I was like, yeah, that's in Harvest Moon. And they're like, oh, well, there's like this fun mine you can mine in. And I'm like, oh, yeah, That's in Harvest Moon. But yeah, if it's just like it just has so much, because I will say I do remember like Harvest Moon, you can get lost in for like ages, but like in the first year or two you could pretty much do everything, and then it was just like optimizing, building your house, fun stuff like that. And I say year or two, I mean in-game year. The dungeon crawling in Stardew is great, and there's a ton of side stories and great characters. Lots of maps to choose from. Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know, like, you could, like, change the play area you were in. I thought you were just always in the standard. Man, there might be way more floors to this dungeon than I realized. Is there another floor after the... What's a Sasuke? I haven't played this game in a long time, chat. Oh man, a Sasuke must be a ninja-only weapon. Like, it's been since my teenage years. I turned 30 this year, to put in perspective. And so, like, I remember a lot of it, but there's bits and pieces that I'm just like, I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly. Like, I remember how to get through the story. Like, I haven't gotten, like, stuck anywhere. Vampire Lords. Nope. 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 Not messing around with that. If I have preemptive strike, I will take it. The vampires are annoying enough. I don't need to find out how annoying vampire lords are. Some are filled with water for fishing, some have monsters at night. Oh, okay. Man. Maybe I do need to give Stardew Valley a try. But is Stardew Valley only PC? That's another question I have. It's on everything? Okay. Because I'm a console guy. Like, even this right now, rather than doing an emulator on PC, I'm on, it's on Teslas? Man, I saw an article that it's either Honda or Toyota is working on a car that would have a built-in PS5. They're working with Sony on this. And I have never been so sold on a car in my life. I was like, sign me up. When's it coming out? What's the price tag? I don't even care. And like, I'm never in my car. I've like thought about selling my car because I don't drive it that often. But you know, I could have a PS5 in my car, chat. I could just be chilling in my car. Man, I've been saying this for the last, like, hour. Every time I see an enemy that has, like, a slightly different sprite than what I'm expecting, I think it's Warmech and I freak out. Because I know Warmech is just going to body me if it shows up. I am not strong enough to take... What are these? Logging in Tiamat, processing data. I don't like the sound of that. But I've never run into him in this version. So I want this version. I want to fight him in this version. That's the thing. I want to fight him. I want to meet him. But, so chat, I know you guys are fans of Michaela, so I know that you're... Oh, and I never shouted out Michaela to my chat because I'm a forgetful and flustered person. For those in my chat who don't know Michaela, gluten-free waifu, they are 100% worth your follow. They are one of my favorite streamers, and I've got to make sure that I get their username right. So this shout out works. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Bam! Y'all should go give her a follow because she's great. And I've never had a dull moment in her stream. But to those of you coming from Gluten Stream, coming to hang out, I assume you guys like RPGs. I assume that some of y'all are into Final Fantasy and stuff. So I'm curious. Logging in Tiamat, processing data. Well, these all just say the same thing. I'm curious if your favorite JRPG is not a Final Fantasy, what is it? And what is your favorite Final Fantasy? Because I feel like a lot of times when you ask someone what their favorite JRPG is, Final Fantasy is like the first one that pops up. While Final Fantasy is my favorite series, it's actually not my favorite JRPG. Earthbound and Final Fantasy IV. So I'm in that weird group, Zemus. And I don't even know if this is a group. I might just be like the one weird Final Fantasy fan that's like this. I prefer the NES Final Fantasies to the SNES Final Fantasies. I've beaten all three of them. I've never revisited them. And maybe I just need to revisit them in my old age to like them more. I've never actually played Earthbound. Though I know it's one of those, like, classic, everyone should play JRPGs. There's just something about getting a hold of those old... It's like, it's one of the ones that, correct me if I'm wrong, it never had, like, an official US port till way late. And so it was always like tracking down fan translation ROMs. But that was kind of the thing. Like, I had never heard about Earthbound. You had it on SNES in '96? Man. I don't think... We didn't have an SNES growing up. The sequel was GBA only. I know we had like friends who had an SNES, and this probably played into what games I liked. We had the ones that I knew we had an NES growing up that like limped along to the end of its life. That NES might still work. I think my brother has it. That NES might still be functional. We had a Sega Genesis. And then we had N64, and then from the PS1 era on, we had... Man, I thought that was him. I thought that was him for a second, because it was just a lone robot thing. But I've had every Sony console since then. And I have most of them still working over there in my room. I have my PS2, my PS4. My PSP kind of works. Your NES barely works. If you knew how to get the thing going. Only have Super Mario and Star Tropics. Star Tropics was a game that I played a lot as a kid. Okay, get these mind flayers out of here. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing mind flares. Bell can nuke these guys. But yeah, Star Tropics was a wild... You'll know when I run into War Mech. Also hope you're not talking too much. Just don't get to talk old art. No. I welcome it, Zemus. I welcome it. I am lucky enough... Whoa! Wait, how did... I turned away for 2 seconds and now everyone's paralyzed. What the heck? Okay, we'll holy him. Well, Holium. Forget about it. I'm not even messing with these guys anymore. The Mind Flayers and the Pisca Demons. But no, I'm lucky enough to have a small enough community where I can read every chat message and I can make friends with the people who come through and chat about stuff, which is what I prefer. I stream as a hobby. I am not here to make money streaming. Any money that I make off streaming goes back into the stream. But like, I have a full-time job, and I did start this as a hobby to make friends and just have like, I think I just accidentally found where I was supposed to go. "100%, I just accidentally found where I was supposed to go." Ooh, a Dark Warrior. No, all. He wasted his only chance. I did get the Adamantite. I've been fairly thorough chest-wise. This is another reason I love this version of the game, is being able to actually go through and see what I've gotten. Yeah, I got every item in the Flying Fortress. I was talking earlier, I'm going to have to go back to these places where I'm missing 1 and 2 and track those down, because it's going to drive me absolutely mad. But yeah, bestiary-wise, I wonder... So, from the moment we walked in, Black Knight, Chimera, Guardian, Blue Dragon, Green Dragon, Doom Knight, Earth Soldier, Vampire Lord, Dark Warrior. I think we ran into everything we can run into here, except... I think this is Warmech and Tiamat. Oh, did we get any sick new art? The Kraken design. Kraken versus the Light. I love this art gallery. Whoa, the Sky Fortress. Man, so I was super lucky one time. Yeah, so I've only found him on the NES version as well, Zemus. I was lucky enough one time to go to an art exhibit for Yoshitaka Amano, and they had all of these paintings there. And they were for sale for like ridiculous amounts of money. But I've always said, like, I don't think I'm going to own a house anytime soon in my life, unfortunately, because of the economy. But I've always said if I did own a nice house with like a big living room, and like I could have a piece of art on the wall like stretching across the whole wall, I would get one of those big multi-panel versions of one of Yoshitaka Amano's arts and have it hanging. And people would show up and be like, "That's really weird art you have on the wall." And I'd be like, "Yes, it is. Let me go on a 3-hour rant about my favorite artist and why his art style is so unique." Okay. What is... Yeah, I'm gonna use my Heal 3. It probably would have actually been more efficient to use Cure 4. But I chose the Heal 3 route. And now I have to commit to it. I'm pretty sure I'm out of potions. So I'm using my magic. Have you seen the Amano FF books? I think it's simply called Sky. I think my roommate actually owns it. Do you own the Amano book, Sky? You have one of his art books, yeah? I've wanted to get the FF ones, though. And it's one of those things that's like when I have money to buy stuff, I always forget they exist. Can I see it? So he has Dawn, the Worlds of Final Fantasy. Shall we take 2 seconds to take a look? Oh, man. So this is what I'm talking about. When you open up these books, they have these super long arts that fold out. And these are the ones that I know he does in the panels. And I would love to get like one of those in panels. Oh yeah, here's like the full long version of it. But yeah, he has a few artworks like that are just these huge panel arts. Oh man, here's Kain and Cecil. Or no, this is just Cecil. This is both of Cecil's forms. Oh man. Kain with the sick Dragoon armor. So this one appears to have... I wonder if this book is specifically the SNES games. If that's what Dawn was, and then Sky is probably NES. Because I know he still did illustrations after the PS1 games, but he doesn't do nearly as many. Oh man, all the crazy cool monster art. Here's... Man, so we were talking about the Four Fiends earlier, and we were talking about the Four Fiends in 4 being different from the Four Fiends in FF1. And there they are. There's their original art. Because I play FF14 as well. And if you're an FF14 fan and you're caught up, we're fighting the Four Fiends right now in the story. Man, this specific picture is the one that I want. I don't know if he does this as a panel, but this is the Yoshitaka Amano art that if I could get as a giant print, I would. Yeah, this one has... Yeah, there is some NES stuff in here as I'm flipping through. I'm doing a bad job of showing you guys as I flip through. But, like, here's some FF2 stuff. Some FF3 characters, I think, is what some of this is. Oh man, some of those classic character or enemy designs are in here as well. Oh, this is the one. This is the one we were just looking at in game. This is the one we were just looking at. Okay. I could spend hours on art books. I could spend absolute hours on art books. I have all the FF14 ones that have come out. I've got the Nier Automata art books. I love them. I love them. But now, we gotta kill Tiamat. We gotta kill Tiamat. Well done, humans. You have... Wait, this would be a dragon voice. Well done, humans. You have defeated all but one fiend. Tiamat of Wind. It's not a great dragon voice, but, you know, I can try, you know? I can try. Your luck ends here. However, the sky shall be your tomb. Well, so I'm going to kill Tiamat and then run around until we find Wormet. Is the plan. And just do a memo file. Oh man, Tiamat's theme rules. I'm asking myself, I don't think I want to use Holy on him. Oh gosh, and I've used up all my flares and stuff. We're gonna turn Spell into a hitter for a minute. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, this theme, man, is this? This sounds like the four fiends from FF4. Yeah, they do have different boss each, but as I'm listening to it, I'm like, man, is this recycled? Oh, you know what I could be doing? I'm dumb. Don't I have haste? Man, did I choose not to get haste? I think I chose not to get haste. Also, I feel like Saber missed. I didn't see myself glowing at all. Man, good thing Mio's still doing some damage. Because Blitz is not doing jack. Tiamat's significantly stronger than the previous fiends. Oh, there we go. Spell doing some damage. Man, Shield 2's doing quite a bit of work at the moment. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I made a TikTok earlier about how that specific attack wrecked me from a red dragon earlier. Oh, Kevin gained a level. Nice. I think that puts the entire party at 29. I'm going to look up where Wormek shows up, so I make sure I'm not running around the wrong place. The Wormek, also known as the Death Machine. Let's see. One in 64 chance of finding them. Yeah, it looks like... Okay, he's specifically only... Yeah, it's crystals in this version instead of orbs. He's specifically on this bridge, if we want to find him. And there's a 1 in 64 chance of running into him. So it's not easy. But yeah, we'll give it the old Into the old, what was this phrase? College try. Run up and down this bridge for a good 20 minutes. Get some levels along the way. Oh, Mio just leveled up. Which means Spell should be, like, right behind. Gonna use those Mimo states because, you know, I know Warmech will absolutely shatter me when we run into him. Please don't paralyze Spell. Please just let Spell get their attack off. Thank goodness. I hate paralysis in this game. Mio is over here doing the big deeps. That's what Mio does. I've seen the logs. I've seen the parses. Mio only does big deeps. Really saved us in that Tiamat fight. It's never enough. It feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, so everybody's level 30. I do know there's a couple other rare enemies outside of Warmech. Warmech is just the strongest one. But there's the Tyrannosaurus is really hard to run into. And it's random on the northern continent you can run into it. And then the Iron Giant, I think, in the final dungeon, it can only show up on the second to last floor. Yeah, we'll keep trying to find Warmech. I think it's just gonna be, if I hit a point where I'm all like, man, I've gotten like 3 levels and like everyone's almost dead, that'll be the point where I go, okay, let's hop out of the dungeon and like save our game. And we can come back up later and try to find him. Because my people do be out here dying. But like that's why I'm using a Mimo file every couple battles. But I'm pretty sure I still have Cure 3. So I can go for a little bit more. Get out of here, Dark Warrior. No one likes you. You wasted a turn. I wasn't even going to use magic on you. I want to see him. I want to see his beautiful design. There's if you play Final Fantasy XIV, there's an area towards the end, well, I guess midway point of the newest expansion, that has enemies that look like Warmech, but there's also a hunt that's called Warmech that you can find that has the same design. But the cool thing about that hunt is they made that hunt homage to Warmech because it's a rank B hunt, but it's like 4 times as strong as every other B rank hunt in the game. And it's just a pain to kill. Welcome on in, hopefully. We're doing good. We're trying to hunt down a super boss in Final Fantasy 1 right now. Just for funsies, just because we can. Yeah, it's the original super boss. I say that in quotations. Some people don't consider it like the original super boss to Final Fantasy because, well, there's two reasons. One, it's only stronger than the final boss of the game because of an error in the coding. It wasn't meant to be stronger, but then everyone made a big deal of it, and they were just like, "Oh, okay, we'll just keep it as a stronger enemy." But then two, it's not a, you can't force the encounter. I think the first real super boss in Final Fantasy appears in FF5 with Omega and Shinryu. I could be totally off on that. There might be one in 4. Yeah, it's just a random encounter on this specific bridge. And it's a really rare encounter. It's a 1 in 64 chance. And it's at the end of a really hard dungeon. So it shows up. It's stronger than the final boss of the game. You have, like, no magic left, no healing items. And so I fully expect it to kill me if we find it, but I want to see it. I want to see it because I've never ran into it in this version of the game. FF4 has a few at the end guarding some legendary equipment. Ah! I'd say nothing compared to the nearly impossible super bosses. Yeah, I know the original Omega and Shinryu were like the first to be like, these things will just straight body you unless you're like twice as strong as you need to beat the end of the game. I know 6 had a couple, and by 7 they're just a staple. I mean, 7 has Ruby and Sapphire weapon and Ultima weapon that you track down. 8 has Ultima weapon and Omega weapon. 9 has Ozma, which is actually, Ozma's a really easy to beat super boss if you know how to beat it. Because Ozma just is like mechanically. Yeah, that's the cool thing about 7, was 7 makes it, like, story that the weapons show up. I think what makes Ozma so fun, I agree, Ozma's super ugly, but I also have Ozma as a mount in Final Fantasy XIV, and I love flexing that mount because it's a really rare mount to get. Oh man, I saw that different enemy type and I was like, is that him? The thing that's so fun about Ozma, in my opinion, is where you find Ozma. And it's up in the Chocobo minigame. And you're just like, oh, what's this stone? Let's check it out. And then it's like, bam, Ozma. And you're like, I thought I was in a safe area with chocobos and fun stuff. Why am I fighting the strongest boss in the game right now? Very jarring that first time you summon Ozma. And you know, you've been playing a mini game, so you haven't saved in like 4 hours. And then he just wrecks you into game over and you're like, what just happened? FF10 was when they started getting insane with super bosses. Because in FF10, I mean, especially once you got into the international version, so you had the whole battle arena, which has like 20 super bosses in it. Then you had the Dark Aeons. Then you had Pandemonium or Pandora was like the final super boss after you beat everything else. Oh, I did not realize that half my party was paralyzed. This is not a good thing. Yeah, I've never tried to go through and do all that. It's like, I remember I got all my secret weapons. I had 100%ed like regular Final Fantasy X, and then the international version came out and they're like, oh, the Dark Aeons are a thing. I'm like, I can't be bothered. I can't. I got my sphere grids maxed out. What more do you want me to do? Yeah, the Yojimbo... Whoa, when did Kevin die? Oh, man. If my white mage is dead... That's where I gotta call the hunt off. I gotta get down there and heal stuff up. Can't be messing around without a healer alive. That's bad news for everyone involved. Man, if I run into him while I am running to the exit, that would just be the worst. There are no Phoenix Downs in FF1. The only way to revive, which even in the original, you couldn't revive in battle. Your life spells could only be used out of battle. And you can actually turn off battle life in the PS1 version, which is something I like. If you want to play like how the original game was, you can turn off your sprint. You can turn off stone and life in battle. You can turn off the auto-targeting, where it automatically switches to the next character. Normally, I'd go back to Corneria to revive, but I have so much gil. I have 430,000 gil, and I've already bought all my magics. Egu! That's what we need to go do. We need to go get our adamantite. Get our best sword. The church is so hidden in this town. But yeah, you can make it like the authentic experience if you so choose. Well, no, that's what I'm saying, Egu. I've bought everything. I've bought from the final tier shop. There's nothing left. Like, I have the best money can buy. And magic, and all of that. I had it before I went in the Mirage Tower. That's all I spend my money on now, is potions and... The Pixel remasters, I'm super stoked for those to come to console. I think that's going to be when I revisit. I was talking earlier about how I haven't played 4, 5, and 6 in ages. I think the Pixel remasters is going to be what has me visiting them. I thought about... I'm using a PS Mini right now. To play Origins. And I thought about, like, just loading them all up on my PS Mini. Or even doing the anthology versions. But yeah, I think I'm just going to wait for those Pixel remasters. But yeah, I love that they redid the music for this version. I believe it's this guy. Yeah, you give him the adamantite and he just gets going. Why? This is adamantite. Where did you... This is marvelous. I shall forge you a sword. hits it with his hammer a couple times. You're going to go through them all in order. It's been a while since you've done that. Maybe 6 was your most recent one when the SNES Mini was out. Ah. There, why it's the most magnificent sword I've ever forged. Working with the adamantite has been a dream to me. This beauty is all yours. Now, in this version of the game, there's only one sword better than the Excalibur. And you get it in the final dungeon. And the only reason it's better than Excalibur is because everybody can equip it. Yeah, I usually keep one sword or one warrior in my party. Oh yeah, man, 69. Premium attack power. Premium. Accuracy 132. Now we're talking. The Excalibur out here getting it done. Oh man, look, all my crystals are lit up. All my crystals are lit up, chat. In the bottom right corner. It looks so neat. Okay, we're gonna go talk. We're gonna talk to our boy. Our boys over at Crescent Town. Because they said once I restore all the light to the crystals to come talk to them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could max out on cottages if I wanted. I do have the Thor's hammer. I do have the Thor's hammer. Right there. Okay, what was I doing here? Oh, we're talking to the old folks. The old people. They said come back once we restored light to the crystals. And I can't remember why I come back and talk to them. I am Lucan, a prophet. Now legend and prophecy shall come to pass, and we shall bear witness to it. We, the 12 sages, come to this land guided by stars and prophecies. Okay, y'all aren't saying anything different. 400 years ago, the wind howled. 200 years ago, the water raged. And earth and fire. Forces must be turned in the right direction. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us, light warriors. Only you can do this. The same 2,000 years in history keep repeating, like the chicken and the egg. Okay, this is new. This time loop must be broken. I see the time flowing before my eyes. The one who flew back 2,000 years in the time destroyed the world then. And 2,000 years later, he again returns to the past and repeats his evil deeds. It's a time loop. Someone flew 2,000 years ago and sent the 4 elemental fiends to this world. All the destruction occurring now began there. The time no longer flows in a single strand and has turned into a never-ending loop. We must destroy the foe in the past to break this loop. So, this is one thing. The world in which you came from is the true state of this world. You merely lost your memories of it. But the meddling with time brought disturbance to the world in this era. At last, the 4 lights returned, the restored light into the Force, allowing one to travel across time. The foe has gone to the past 2,000 years ago. The 4 forces are pouring into the Temple of Chaos at the center. Now the 4 forces are restored. Go to the temple and banish the true evil for good. So, I've seen a ton of people talk about Final Fantasy 1 and be like, yeah, it's all just a time loop. So, like, even though you go beat Chaos, he's just going to come back. And I'm like, no, that's the whole point of the game, is you break the time loop. You fix it. Like, this is why you do the whole thing. The whole thing, you go back in time and you beat him. Like, the sages are very clear that you going and beating him is going to break the loop. I feel like I have to talk to the king first. Sarah is praying for your safety. I wish you could. No, it is nothing. You must prepare for your journey ahead. Man, I'm trying to remember. I don't know who tells you how to get to the past. I know how to do it. But I can't remember what NPC lets you know. But so, the thing about this dungeon, this last dungeon, is the only way to leave it is with magic. Let's see. I think it's a free lit too that you can just use all the time. Oh, with using the weapon as an item. I don't actually remember how using items works. Outside, like, using an item in battle. Because, like, I have stuff where it's, like, Saber with poison effect. But I feel like if you use it, it just disappears. Okay, we're going to save. But yeah, the only way to leave this dungeon is with magic. And so if you never bothered to use the... Man, you might have just changed... You might have just changed my whole mind, Zemus, because I thought you could only use them once. I thought it was like if you used it as an item, it got rid of it. So, when you meet the Lufinians, they talk about there are five warriors that got turned into bats. These are them. Am I dreaming? Is it the light of the four crystals we could not regain? Take those crystals and step into the portal of time. It will take you 2,000 years into the past. Let the light of the four crystals shine upon the black crystal in the center of the chamber. United, the four forces will open a portal to the Temple of Chaos as it existed 2,000 years ago. The four fiends of chaos were taking the crystal's light and sending its power to the past. Someone 2,000 years in the past is absorbing that power. He is our true foe. We are Sky People. We came here after tracing the root of the world's ruin to this place. That was 400 years ago. Ah, the crystal's radiance has restored my speech. Chaos casts a curse on us, turning us into bats. The four crystals were laid over the black crystal. The tide of time advances to engulf all, and the dimensions begin to twist. Just one step further, and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. So now if I step into that, we go into the final dungeon. Yeah, because I had the healing staff earlier, and I was all like, ah, man, I'm just going to sell this because why would I hold on to something I could only use once? Now I want to get in a fight, and I want to try it. Man. Can I still have it? Whoa! Whoa! You just blew my mind, Zemus! You just blew my mind! Man, but now I don't have any of those items anymore. I got rid of them. Oh, the healing staff would have been phenomenal. The healing staff would have been fantastic. Man. What even is life? What even is life? 30 years. 30 years on this planet, and I just learned how to use equipment in Final Fantasy 1. Okay, we're going to save our game again. We're going to save our game again. And here's what we're going to do, chat. Here's what we're going to do. That is where we're going to call it an evening.